Every Coca-Cola you drink, every Boeing aircraft, every Pfizer vaccine passes through software written by one of 5 companies. Industrial automation is the most consolidated industry in the world. $222 billion market. Same 5 names since the 1990s. Switching cost is not a metric. It's a 5 to 10 year project nobody starts. The moat is the operating system of every factory on Earth. Here's the part that doesn't add up. The biggest industrial conglomerate in America just decided it's worth more dead than alive. Elliott Management put up $5 billion to make it happen. Let's define it. Industrial automation is the layer of hardware and software that runs a factory. 3 layers stacked. The bottom is sensors and actuators, cameras, pressure gauges, motors. The control layer above it, a PLC for discrete manufacturing like assembly lines, a DCS for continuous process plants like refineries and chemicals. The top layer is the operations software, manufacturing execution systems, historians, the digital twin. Once a plant runs on Siemens or Rockwell or Emerson, switching is a 5 to 10 year project. The control logic is custom. The engineers are trained on one stack. Switching cost is not a metric, it's a moat. So who's in the oligopoly? Siemens, ABB, Rockwell Automation, Honeywell, Emerson, plus Schneider Electric. 6 companies, and ABB sits at number 1 in DCS market share per ARC Advisory. Total industrial automation TAM in 2025, about $222 billion, growing 7.5%. The DCS plus PLC core market alone is around $22 billion. Their fiscal 2025 revenues, Siemens AG Group €78.9 billion. ABB $33.2 billion. Honeywell $37.4 billion. Schneider €40 billion. Emerson $18 billion. Rockwell, the only US PLC pure play, $8.3 billion. These 6 companies have been the big 5 or 6 since the 90s. The names rotate, the share doesn't. Now the news. Honeywell, ticker HON, one of the oldest industrial conglomerates in America, is splitting itself into 3 companies. Announced February 6, 2025. Driven by activist Elliott Management's largest single position ever, north of $5 billion. The split, an aerospace company. An automation company. And Solstice Advanced Materials, already spun off as of October 30, 2025. The aerospace and automation separation closes second half of 2026. The Honeywell Automation Pure Play will hold Honeywell Process Solutions and the building products. Last year, that segment took a $436 million goodwill impairment, telling you the parent thinks it's worth less than the books say. The split is a bet that pure plays trade at a premium to the diversified conglomerate. Now the surprise. Rockwell Automation, ticker ROK, the US PLC pure play, is the one company in the oligopoly that's actually accelerating. Q4 fiscal 2025, software and control segment organic revenue up 30% year over year. Logix programmable controllers in North America up 25%. Annual recurring revenue up 8%. Software and control gross margin, 29.7%, expanding, not compressing. The thesis Wall Street had on Rockwell, that the Logix platform migration would compress margins for years, has flipped. Software pricing is sticking. The reshoring boom is filling order books. Rockwell's stock has lagged the AI trade, but its operating numbers look like a winner. Then there's Emerson Electric, ticker EMR. 2 big moves. October 2023, Emerson closed the $8.2 billion acquisition of National Instruments, the test and measurement company. Then in March 2025, Emerson finished the AspenTech buyout, paying $7.2 billion for the remaining 43% of the industrial software company. Total bet on software, north of $16 billion. The result, Emerson's software and control segment is now 31.5% of total revenue, the highest software mix among the process automation peers. $18 billion in fiscal 2025 revenue total. Emerson is making the same bet as Honeywell. Pure-play process automation plus owned software trades better than a conglomerate. Different starting point, same direction. Now the insurgents. Symbotic, ticker SYM, warehouse automation. Fiscal 2025 revenue, $2.25 billion, up 26%. Backlog, $22.5 billion, 10 times revenue. Walmart is 85% of that backlog. Cognex, ticker CGNX, machine vision. $994 million in revenue. The cameras and software that let factories see. PTC, ticker PTC, digital twin software. $2.74 billion in revenue. Here's the twist: PTC sold both ThingWorx and Kepware, its IoT platforms, in fiscal 2025. The pure-play industrial IoT thesis at PTC is dead. Pure CADPLM is what's left. KYCCY, ticker KYCCY, Japanese sensor and machine vision giant. $7.2 billion in revenue. $95 billion market cap. The hidden winner. Now the macro tailwind. U.S. private manufacturing construction spending, a clean leading indicator for automation orders. October 2025 annualized rate, $224 billion. In 2019 it was $80 billion. Up 178% in 6 years. CHIPS Act, $36 billion of $50 billion already allocated, $32.5 billion committed by January 2025. Inflation Reduction Act has triggered $125 to $133 billion in announced clean energy and EV manufacturing investment. 2024 Reshoring plus foreign direct investment, 244,000 new U.S. jobs, the largest reshoring lead since 2010. Translation: the customer wallet is real. The orders are landing. And every new TSMC, Intel, Micron, or Hyundai EV plant runs Siemens or Rockwell. Now the technology shift. Edge AI is moving from the data center into the factory. 3 concrete examples. Symbotic uses NVIDIA chips for real-time pallet recognition and routing inside Walmart distribution centers. Cognex's latest deep learning vision systems run on board accelerators inspecting parts at thousands per minute. ABB sold its robotics business to SoftBank for $5.375 billion in 2025, explicitly to fund the next generation of AI-native robotic cells. Industrial robot density per 10,000 workers, Korea 1,220, Singapore 818, China 470, Germany 449, Japan 446. The US, 307. Catch-up trade. The landscape on one screen. 10 companies. What jumps out? Siemens at €79 billion is the global gorilla. ABB at $33 billion. Honeywell at $37 billion, but breaking up. Emerson at $18 billion, becoming a software house. Schneider Electric at €40 billion, heavy in energy management plus automation. Rockwell at $8 billion, the US PLC pure play with the strongest organic acceleration. KYCCY at $7 billion in revenue but $95 billion in market cap, the most profitable name in the entire industry. Mitsubishi Electric, the third pillar in PLCS after Siemens and Rockwell. Cognex at $1 billion in machine vision. PTC at $2.5 billion in CADPLM. And Symbotic, the breakout, $22 billion of backlog, 85% locked to one customer. The whole industry on one slide. What happens next? Most likely path, industrial automation segment growth holds at 6 to 8% through 2026, with software-heavy names, Rockwell, KYCCY, Cognex, outperforming the conglomerates. Probability that the Honeywell three-way split delivers a 20% or greater valuation premium versus the conglomerate today, in my view, around 50%. Probability Emerson follows with a further restructuring or sale of a piece by end of 2027, around 35%. Watch 3 signals. Honeywell automation pure play valuation post-split. Above $100 billion in market cap means the conglomerate discount was real and Elliott was right. Rockwell software and control gross margin. Above 41% confirms recurring revenue is taking hold. Below 38%, commoditization is winning. U.S. private manufacturing construction spending annualized rate. Above $230 billion, the capex cycle is intact. Below $180 billion, recession warning. Catalysts up, CHIPS Act Phase 2, Symbotic securing a second Tier 1 customer beyond Walmart, reshoring acceleration. Catalysts down, AI bubble correction reducing factory automation orders, Schneider or Emerson margin war on software, China industrial slowdown deepening. Upstream, silicon, sensors, servomotors, PCBs, downstream, every TSMC fab, every EV plant, every refinery, every Coca-Cola line. They sit downstream of these 10 companies. 5 companies run every factory in America. The conglomerates are breaking up. The pure plays are accelerating. The reshoring wallet is real. I'm Big Z, follow me, see you in the next deep dive.